Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Folks, today we are taking a look at the official trailer for Last of Us Season 2. Let's check it out.
Let's go!
Oh. Look at me, I'm like leaning.
You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is where we live. And what's that?
The fence.
What's inside?
People.
What's outside?
Oh boy.
What the fuck is that? Look at that!
Oh. Oh wow,
That
they're
does not
moving
look
fast.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow,
Oh, I caught the Nirvana song.
there's a very good chance you'll be dead. You're gonna lose.
Oh.
Look at him just hit the wall.
Don't you know what he did?
Is that Joel she's referring to?
You swore.
Now, folks, we are running this back.
Is that the hospital scene coming back?
Oh, gotta be careful. And then
Oh, yeah,
yep.
something going on there in the background. Looks
Right
like
there.
a dog or something.
No,
Somebody crawling?
that's something crawling. Couldn't see that arm right there? Boom.
Were you
boom,
being serious
boom,
there? A
boom.
dog? What, a dog?
Yeah, well, I just saw it for a second, and it's on all fours.
Well, dude, look at the arm. I mean, it's blurred, but you could see like an arm, like right there, extend and bend. Bend, extend, boom.
Yeah, look at that. It's coming for
It's
him.
a crawling clicker. Spoiler alert.
Watch.
Busted watch.
And we know that
Oh.
symbol.
Look for the light.
You okay?
I'm wondering what she notices. There.
Yeah. It's like a good place for fungus to grow.
Quite possibly.
This is where we live.
Look at this. Look at that.
Look at that nice little town.
Quite
It
the
looks
town, yeah.
It's nice. Looks like they had. Well, I don't know if. Well, it has the telephone poles, but who knows if there's actual electricity or anything running.
Yep, secluded. Nice and
that?
cold.
The fence.
Is that the map of their city with the fence?
Mm-hmm.
That.
The fence.
This watch was still broken,
inside?
too.
People.
What's outside?
Look at
Yeah,
this.
it looks like. Oh,
That is such a
I wonder who
badass
that is
shot.
that it's sneaking up on.
Yeah.
And what is
Then-
this going on?
This is clearly, they're going back from, obviously, what's on the inside, people, and who's on the outside, monsters, and then you get the
other people
click
that are
out
on the
there, the
outside
clicker,
that are-
which is obviously symbology for monsters, but then
People
That's
with
definitely
who are
Jeffrey
the,
Wright.
who are the real
Then-
monsters?
they got
People's like
You know?
people's
That logo
people
on
like
their
this
back.
that are
Who
also
are the real monsters?
Wolf.
So we got the monks type people, and then we got Wolf.
And then there's
Yeah, there's our new actress.
Katie or Kaylee. See, and then that's what I was wondering because obviously I didn't play
crawling
the
through the
second game, but
snow.
it was like, how do they survive in the cold as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, we have not played the
'Cause-
second game.
Because
folks.
everybody always wonders, well, and like that's why you guys even
or
with
even know
Walking
about
Dead
the second game.
about Nebraska, but like would the zombies or what would happen to them in a cold,
Yep.
situation, cold climate.
Cool.
Then
Dude,
what is going on here?
Bum rushing the walls.
That looks dangerously close. I know it's not hitting the walls because they're the ones who are doing it.
Yeah.
But
probably
damn,
about-
that is
But
close.
like, look at right there. It
Claymores.
looks like some of them are on the wall right there.
Well, see,
They're
I
up
could-
against the base.
shadow.
But up
There,
against the
right,
base.
Yeah, right
Yep.
here's one. There's one. There's one.
But I was saying down below that, see right in the middle,
Up
it looks
against
like
the
right
wall.
there. There's clickers up against the wall.
Oh yeah, there definitely is.
So
Tommy.
look at that shot.
Seattle, Tacoma,
Portland.
Seattle's 9. Okay, so they're up in Washington.
Not far at all.
Yeah, there's the cityscape. There's that symbol again.
Heading south.
They're running.
Yeah, these folks.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow,
Is that? Go back to that one.
Yeah, was that the space?
Yeah, it looks like a capsule from one of the
Space
Apollo
capsule.
missions. Yeah.
Look at
Yeah, because it
that.
looks like
Yep,
there's a
with
space suit
right
over there. So they must
Yeah.
Yeah.
they must go into a planetarium.
Yeah, from one of the Apollo missions.
there's a very good chance you'll be dead.
There he is.
Ugh.
Look
Now
at that.
here's where. So is this the cordyceps that we're finally getting? Right? Am I saying that right? I'm probably butchering the word.
It's
But-
wild that they're like.
The spores. I'm butchering it. Either way,
they're
you
floating
folks know
around.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because there's another hand up in the wall there. It's a bunch of people just melded to the mushrooms.
Ugh.
And
Oh,
it
dude, whoa.
looked like they're
Look
like
what's coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, it looked like they're like
Yeah.
When I saw that in real time, I thought it was like an air bubble, like they're underwater, which
No, it's just.
I don't think they are.
Puffball.
From the it's cold weather. You can tell by your jacket, and it looks like there's snowing. So the cold weather climate, and so
Trying to climb out of a pool. Boy, they did
Oh,
that
the way they
fast.
smoke that wall, unbelievable. Full speed. Oh,
Yep.
gas, no brake. Whoa, whoa. What was this?
That other actor, I don't know who.
No, well, look that's Joel behind him.
So maybe,
Oh, yep, there you go, it
is for the good cause.
But some trains.
Well, that one was quick too.
Oh, fighting one.
jeez.
Who's that on
Yuck.
the, is that Ellie on the bottom there?
I can't tell.
It's
It's,
got the Converse.
it's definitely
Black
one of them.
Converse.
Kind of looked like her jacket.
Let's see. Do we see a shoe here when she's running? Nope.
Of course not.
Why would we?
Ah, of course.
Looks like it's
No, I think that's Joel because that. Well, no, he wouldn't be
No,
wearing
that's not Joel.
Converse
It's
because
one of those.
the jacket has more of a fluffy hood on it, and she doesn't have that on her.
no, Ellie's not wearing
Nothing
Converse right there because you can see her
And-
shoes are all white.
well, Ellie also has like the rainbows on her jacket.
Yeah,
That would look like Ellie.
maybe that's our other actress whose name escapes me.
Don't you know what he did?
Don't you know?
This
what-
is confusing to me. That don't you know what he did?
Yeah, I don't know what that's referring to.
I thought it was referring to what Joel did in the hospital at the end of season 1.
Oh,
Well, okay, but who's that then?
I don't know.
got that seashells necklace.
Somebody who must know.
I think.
Know what he did?
Oh, that is badass.
That's pretty wild.
Look
right
at
there.
that.
Look at that thing.
Let us know in the comments. Is that like a baddie you have to face in the last?
Well, we saw
last
one of
ones,
those
too.
come out of the what did
Yeah, in
we
the
call
first
them
season.
again in the first
There's
season?
that. There's the levels. We'll have to
A
pull up.
bloater.
A bloater, yeah. But that one doesn't even look like a bloater. That just looks like a Sasquatch.
Dude.
Maybe it is.
He's torching it pretty good.
You swore.
Now that to me would refer back to the hospital.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Or is there like the little teaser at the end here? Anything?
Nope. Just promote.
Oh,
Max.
just the promotion.
Max.
Promoting HBO Max.
HBO to the max. Well, it's an HBO original. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued. They
Well,
shot
how are you
a
not?
fucking epic first season. Now, again, we have not played or know anything about part 2 of the game. I know a lot of you have suggested we do it before this. We want to just take in the TV series first. So, and then we'll eventually get to the arcade with part 2 to get the experience of that.
Yep.
Well, because isn't part 2 going to take place over the next 2 seasons of Last of Us?
That's true. So we
Yeah, for the
maybe
game,
not
yeah.
right away, but yeah, they're talking. As far as I know, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here, but it sounded like they're going to shoot for a total of 4 seasons, and this at least is taking over. Part 2 would be taking over season 2 and 3. And then I don't know what 4 would be, but that's what I heard. Could be wrong.
Because I think they're working on a 3rd game. I'm not for certain, but I
No, Neil.
That got canceled, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out. I think he came out on Twitter and basically gave the 99%. It's probably
game
not
wasn't
going
happening
down.
yet. I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
So I'm hoping some magic kind of
Which, like,
works.
How?
do they
not want money?
I was going to say, don't like
money?
Well, there's probably a lot of more technicalities than just money.
making
They
it,
all are in
No.
the
Well,
suits.
I wonder if another thing, if they're talking about making a season 4 of this, because from what everybody had said, season 1 and what we had seen, season 1 of the show was fairly true to the first season of the video game. And obviously, we can't speak to season 2 of the video game and how seasons 2 and 3 are going to play out in The Last of Us. But I'm wondering if there's almost like this, hey, look, we want to write season 4
original.
how we want to write it as an original story for HBO, and we don't want to have it be based on a game. We want to do our writing for our own show.
Have it be new for everybody.
And have it be new for everybody for their last season, or maybe it's just like, hey, look, for the logistics of creating a video game, when the TV series obviously has its own legs and is going crazy. What do the logistics look like for making a game as far as the development of the game within the time frame of when they would want to release season 4? Because when we look at some of the big games that
potential of season 4.
Well, that's the thing.
Right.
Look how long GTA 6 is taking.
yeah, when we look at how long some of the games take to develop
Heel turn.
versus how long the seasons take to shoot, you almost wonder if, like, hey,
Faster to
this
make
is,
a show
This is
than
where
a
we have
game.
seasons 2 and 3, and if
The
we're going to do
mocap
season
and
4,
everything, yeah.
is there even enough time to get a video game done and out there and get X amount of player experience before we come out with season 4? And so I think there's probably a lot of logistics and behind the scenes stuff that could complicate a good relationship between the game and another season of the series.
Yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued. I was hesitant to watch this trailer, of course, and I've stayed away from anything spoiler, related. Obviously, the big news about the video game, about season 3 and what they're saying about it not being made was kind of big news. But that being said, I'm intrigued, and I like the way they did this trailer where they gave you just enough
It wasn't too much.
to
really.
get you interested. Like there was no big,
it was pretty.
reveals or anything super crazy. A lot of stuff was small and fast. We had to go back through and pause and everything. So I think if a person's just watching this in real time, it just gives you the, oh my gosh, what am I in for? This is going to be awesome. Versus us going back frame by frame trying to find things. So
It gets
I
you
think it did
real-
a good job.
It gets you real excited if you've played the game. Then I think it also gives you like, oh, I know that moment. Oh, I know that moment. I know that one too. Yep. So it makes sure they do a great job in a lot of these trailers for HBO, especially with their shows, that if you're a huge fan and know the lore, they'll throw in just enough for the super fans that they're like, I see what they did there and see what they did there. And then if you're like us that haven't played the second game yet, you're like, we're just excited because we don't know what's next.
Yeah, what I'm looking forward to is the multiple locations that they're using here, because we saw them up in the mountains in the snow, and then we saw them in more of almost like a Pacific Northwest rainforest type setup when Joel and Ellie were in the woods, and she kind of had that look over at something where.
Yeah.
So vastly different locations. Who knows how that's going to play out? Is this where they start? They're there for half the episode, then they get run out of town. Is it vice versa? Is it split? Definitely going to be interesting.
They got a little tractor right here
Yeah, I
too,
saw
so
that.
it looks like they're sustaining quite the life considering circumstances. So at first,
Well, you
when
saw they had quite the wall.
at first when those flames were popping up, I was like, oh man, are they getting attacked? But then when we did the still frames, you could see like they had it to try to
it's
slow
going
down.
outward.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see what this is going to be all about, especially with some of the dialogue. They put in some keywords here, and I bet 99% of anyone that's played the game knows exactly what those words meant. So no spoilers, please. But the way that Ellie looked at Joel at the end there, you swore.
That was tough, dude. Yeah.
Swore.
And did they say how many episodes we're getting this? Was it 8?
I think it's 8. I think they're renewed for 8 for season. I think the 8's going to stay kind of their
Butter zone for a lot of their stuff because it just makes sense.
I am really happy that this is going to. Selfishly, of course, I'd love to binge it, but I am extremely happy too that HBO will do weekly.
Yeah, makes you appreciate it.
Makes you. We'll have an 8-week run and 8 weeks to talk about it with all of you, between us, and just kind of letting it linger.
Well, I think it's
not like when they drop it all down.
Netflix.
Have you seen 6 yet? No, I
throw it on
think
up.
if
Everyone
Foster's-
binges it on a Saturday, and then boom, no one's talking about it on Tuesday.
It creates so much more hype. It fosters so much better discussions when everybody because look, not everybody can binge at the same pace, and it's like, oh, let's look. One of the things that was always cool when you're watching primetime television is the Monday at the office after a big show, everybody's talking about what did you think of this episode? What did you think of that? And when you put it out there for everybody to binge, half the people are going to get it done in a week, some people in a day. And it's like you really limits the amount of conversation you can have on a series when everybody is on a completely different page.
Because otherwise it turns into, hey, how far did you get in?
Far
Oh, never mind. I won't say anything.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
Oh, you're really gonna like 6.
So look, I get the binging with
That
with Netflix when they do it all at once, but at the same time, it's like for me, I agree with you 100%. I like it when they do weekly drops. It just look if you miss one, then it's not like TV where look, if you didn't have a DVR and you missed one, then it's like, okay, well where do I go back? Now it's like, look, if you miss one and you get a week behind, you can always catch up regardless of where you're at. But again, I think it creates a much better overall experience as far as promoting the show, getting people engaged and talking about it, and I'm glad they're doing it.
Yeah, the only time I would point to the opposite of that is sometimes, like we talked about Invincible, where sometimes you might feel like I feel like season 3 definitely slowed the pace down a little bit and did more character development. But I think when you go back and watch them all in one shot and you can watch them faster and you're not waiting week to week, I think it's more enjoyable. And we've seen that with a number of other shows.
Yeah,
so
like Walking
I can
Dead
see it
season
both
7.
ways. Absolutely.
When you actually watch that in a binge format, it's like, okay,
This is way better.
it's not. It's a different
You get
experience.
what they're going.
Yeah, it's a way different experience. But when you're watching it weekly, you're like, well, what the fuck?
Because you want that instant gratification.
No, it was just the way that. I'm not going to talk about Walking Dead. It's just a different factor.
Yeah, and the way the way this Last of Us has been done with the first season, I've got complete faith this will be fine. So
Craig Mazin and
gonna be
Neil,
fun.
and no worries there. I'm sure they're going to
got
deliver
Pedro.
a cinematic masterpiece with season 2.
We know y'all are excited because we're all excited. So for Appleton,
No spoilers,
I'm
please.
Dave,
Please.
Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. Good night, pals.